Hello, how we doing? Today we are going to be talking about one of my favorite things to increase your business. And not a lot of agents do it well, and this can absolutely skyrocket your goals for you. So that is the database and your sphere of influence plan. So during this video, we're going to go through strategies, implementation, and how to get your database started, and then talk about developing a plan to get that laid out for you. Hold on till the end. I'm going to go over the 3 most important things that you really need to do in order to make this plan successful. So thanks for tuning in. If you're digging the content, please like, subscribe, make some comments. If you need something from me in real estate, if you have any comments on the video, if you have anything else to add value to the people watching the video, okay, put it in the comments. Much appreciated. And again, subscribe to the channel if you want more of this content from me. Here we go. Now, don't try to implement every single thing. You want to come up with a strategic plan and then implement what is doable for you, reasonable, realistic, and then implement. Okay, if you try to do all of this stuff, it's just way too much. So I am going to give you some really strong ideas and things that you can do. Take what you like, take what you don't like. Don't take what you don't like, and implement the way you want to implement. So let's get right started. If anyone is new to this channel, please like, please comment, please engage. Tell me what you're struggling with, what you need, how I can help you, and shoot me a like. I'm trying to get this YouTube channel really cranking. I got some great content coming. So let's dive right in. I appreciate the love. All right, so your SOI plan. The first thing you want to do, and the very first thing, and this is uber important, is get your database started. All right, I know that sounds really simple, but your database is your lifeblood to your business. So what you want to do is you want to get a hold and think about as many possible people as you can. All right, and there's different things that we do. We have memory joggers and different ways that we can remember. But what I want, you got your phone, you got emails, you got all this stuff, right? But what I want you to do first is I want you to get an Excel spreadsheet, okay? Or a piece of paper, whatever works for you. Eventually, you're going to want to get this into your CRM, and I hope you're using the CRM. But the Excel spreadsheet is what you want to do first, okay? Or just jot them on paper. Write down every single name you can think of. And I'm not talking about 20 names, okay? A lot of people will come back, and agents will come back, and they'll be like, I only could think about 20 people. And I'm like, no, that's not true. You can think of a lot more. Now, these people can be out of the area, old friends of yours that moved, okay? Because people still have connections everywhere these days. Just because they're not near you does not mean that they're not going to refer, watch what you're doing, that you can't stay in touch with them. So I am talking literally about every single person that you know. Put them down on a piece of paper. We'll talk a little bit more about the different types of people in a minute. Get them all down. All right, step 1. Once you have them all down, we are going to work at gathering information from them. There's a lot of different things we can do and sources we can use in order to gather information on these people. So we got our names. Let's also put a column for email, address, phone number, and date of birth. Okay, those are your columns. Once you have all the, don't worry about the names and emails and phones and addresses, all that now. Just get the names down. Okay, step 1. Step 2, we're going to start to fill in that information. Okay, so what can we do to find these people's information? Well, social media is a great start. All right, to get database down. If you need a memory jogger, let me know. I'll actually put one down here in the notes in the comment section. So I'm sorry, my description. So you'll have that memory jogger for yourself. But your emails, okay? Search your email. You can go to LinkedIn and get emails. You can go to Facebook and get emails. Once you get phone numbers, all right, look in your phone. That's the best place to get phone numbers. Facebook can have phone numbers, all right? And don't worry about the blanks, all right? If we're not getting every piece of information, that's okay. Addresses, where do they live? If you know the city where they live, you could go to public record, and then you could research, John, Glynn, I live in Westfield, all right? And you can find my address on public record, all right? So use public record to do that. Your Christmas list. Talk to your mom and dad. Get their Christmas list. Aunts, uncles, families, cousins, everything else. Mom or dad's probably got that, right? So get the addresses of everybody you know. All right, and then date of birth. Best place, Facebook was what I've seen. Or if you have them obviously saved in your phone because they're your friends' birthdays, they pop up on Facebook as well, which we're going to go up over in a minute. So get all that information down. The next thing that we're going to do with our database, and this is sphere of influence, this is just step one. I got a ton of ideas coming on how you're going to implement this database when you get it all filled out and going. The database is a living, breathing organism that you are going to grow and nurture and love as your business develops. So once you get all the database filled, all right, now we're going to think about who's like an A person and a B person. If you don't want to think about A or B, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter right now, but you might have a B person that you think's a B person become an A person and vice versa. So again, it doesn't matter, but I usually think of my A people as like my close friends, family, people I really, really know well. And, obviously you're going to get more referrals through because you talk to more often, and you're going to spend some money on. And we're going to get into that in a little bit. Not a ton of money, just a little bit of money here and there. And then your B people are like, I want to stay in touch with them, but I don't know them that well still. Maybe I don't want to spend a ton of money on them, but I want to keep in touch with them and see what they got going on. I'd like to get a hold of that person again. They were cool back then. And, I remember this about them. I'll get a hold of them kind of thing. So A and B list. If you want one list, just do one list. That's cool too. All right. So once you get all this information down, when you have the blanks, all right, because you're not going to get everyone's address or everyone's email, so you're going to have someone's, name and address, but no email, something like that. That's when we're going to give them a call. Literally, we're going to call them up, and we got a script for that. All right, that you call. It's not a sales script. It's a, hey, how's it going? Shoot the shit kind of script. All right. It's so soft, and part of the script is just trying to fill in that information. So there's a way to that. And if you're timid about that, it's something you got to get over, but we train and practice on that stuff. And then the last ditch effort, right, to get information is a text. Okay. Left them a message, can't find their information, shoot them a quick text. All right. Same thing. Don't be timid about the text. If you're going to be timid about the text, sometimes it's them that's feeling weird about it, not you. Right. That's why they're not getting back to you. So don't take it personal. They could be busy too. I've seen the text message get about a 30% or so response rate on that. So, you're only going to get 1 out of 3. So now we've gotten our database completed. All right. We're going to continually try to work on that thing as we grow our business. And you're going to fill in the blanks when you eventually talk to people of all that information. All right. And then once we got the database full, boom, we got the plan that we got to put in place. All right. So let's break the plan down into daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly tasks. All right. So let's start with the daily. On your daily plan, all right, you could make a plan to call 3 people a day or 5 people a day. All right. A good plan is going on to Facebook and wishing people happy birthday, commenting on Facebook, engaging with people on social media. How many are you going to do a day? All right. Look at their life events with their kids, their work, anything that they have going on. All right. Their anniversary for their year. We're going to go over that in the monthly section, but anything that you can engage with them, add friends every day, meet out for coffees. Okay. So your daily plan, and then you got to go the extra mile too these days because social media has so many networks. Which one are you focusing on? Or which 2 or which 3, or if you're a big social media person, 5, right? So what are you going to do every day? Simple tasks. Like when I say go wish people happy birthday on Facebook, you're talking about 5 to 10 minutes tops. All right. Making calls to your sphere of influence every day, just saying hello. What can you offer? All right. And we're going to go over a little more value later on in the video on what we can offer as value to our people. So the top 5 things that you need to be doing every day, just as a real estate agent in general, is prospecting your database, setting up appointments, your showings, doing social media. And then, obviously personal development, mind and health is huge. So if you don't have a plan for that, I would hit on that. That's part of my daily plan, not just for my database, but in general. All right, so the weekly plan. If you have a CRM, you should be having some type of squeeze page done on a weekly basis to your database. Now, you can retarget these people on Facebook. It could be a squeeze page that's a value squeeze page. You should also post a squeeze page to your general news feed, right? On Instagram. Instagram's harder because you can't do a direct link, but Facebook. But you can always direct people to different places with stories and different things. So the main gist of this is get a squeeze page, and all CRMs these days have a squeeze page. You just gotta create it, and then it's got a link that it generates in the system, and that's an ongoing link that's never going to die. So if you did, for example, a squeeze page in Hampden County, right? Because we're in Hampden County, of open houses this weekend, generate that on a Thursday. Okay. Keep that link. The next time you come back there, grab the same link. It's going to update those open houses every week. So you only need to generate it one time. You can do open houses, squeeze pages for anything. You can do them for price reductions. You can do them for new listings. You can do them specific, waterfront, land, equestrian. Get creative with those squeeze. Foreclosures is a good one. Get creative with those squeeze pages. Post them everywhere. That should be a weekly thing that you do, driving people to your website. All right. Capturing the information on the website and then calling them up simply. And if it's just, hey, what's going on? Saw you on the website. Oh, I was just browsing. Cool, no problem. You're not looking to buy a house or nothing? All right, no problem. Well, what were you interested in? Are you interested in the market? How can I help you? You got something going around in the house that I can help with? You need a contractor, a yard person, whatever, right? And have that conversation, okay? Weekly. Second thing you should be doing, setting coffee or cocktail or meetings, whatever that means for you. Maybe it's tea, right? So I like the lunches too. I think a lunch is important for your main, like, kind of bigger people you might meet with. But lunches are long, and they're gonna really take a portion out of your day. So I like to schedule the coffee and the cocktails every week. Set a number of people you want to meet with. Are they agents that you want to network with? We're talking about specifically SOI here, so calling your friends and family and meeting with those people. And do it at strategic times. So if you have a showing on Wednesday at 4:00, right? Meet with them at 3. That way you got a time, 3 to 3:30. Boom, that's your time. I got to go. I got an appointment or whatever, another meeting. Don't put them in places where you have to drive out of your way, waste time in your day. Be very efficient on your calendar about where you're scheduling these coffees. So take the total number of people you have in your sphere of influence. Say it's a 52. Right? We need more than that, by the way. But say it's 52. Divide 52. 52 weeks out of the year, that's 1 a week. Okay? That's simple. So come up with a plan. Closings. So every week, you're probably going to have a closing, hopefully more every month. But every week, do you have any closings? You got to get on top of the closing gifts, following up with the people from closes. That's another weekly SOI or past client task. Weekly, join a sports team, a club, do a hobby, a networking event you do weekly, or something you do in a larger group so you can get in front and talk to people. This is a contact sport, so we need to be getting in front of people every day and just having conversations. That's it. That's all we got to do. So those are your weekly tasks. I personally like the sports myself because, like, that way you get that fun, right? Like, I used to play hockey, talk to a bunch of guys about real estate, drink some beers after. Like, that was cool for me. I really enjoyed that. And you can get business by having fun. That's where it really gets good. So that's your weekly. On a monthly basis, look at all the birthdays that you have, all right? All of your birthdays. Send them a card. Send them a couple brownies. Sendoutcards.com is a great application for this if you want to do that. There's a ton of other things you could do, ton of other apps and things out there, but Send Out Cards is a great one that I've always enjoyed, and it's very easy. It used to, back when I did it, I think it was about $15 for a card. and 2 brownies that you sent. And you could get like a nice little picture off of Facebook while you're scrolling, trolling people's Facebook. Pull a picture of their family or something that they're really going to relate to, you thought was cute or good, that they would enjoy. Put that on the card. You can literally download that image onto send out cards, put a nice little note, 2 brownies, boom, send it out in the mail, right? All your anniversaries, your 1-year anniversaries for the homes you sold, right? Or do it every year, 2-year anniversary, 3-year anniversary, and anniversaries for people, right? They got married or something. Send that in the mail. So you can do a bunch of monthly things. What I like to do is I like to start from a monthly standpoint. Then this is key because, and it's personal preference, but for me it's important. I don't want to like try to time the dates perfectly. So on the 25th of the month before, right, I'm going to do all of my stuff one day, just boom, bang it out. And with send out cards, which is cool, is you can get it right near the date. If not right on their birthday or the date you need, it's going to be like right around it. But you can write the card, whatever, February birthday or whatever you want to do instead of the specific date. So that's what I like to do. I like to get them all done in one shot. That way I'm not trying to time things and do it every day. It gets distracting in my opinion. Another thing you need to do on a monthly basis is a networking event. So your networking event is anything. You can go to an agent event, a real estate event. You can go to your BNI's, Chamber of Commerce. They have all local places like Kiwanis Club, or go to eventbrite.com or meetup.com and start to search. So there's all sorts of events that you can go to. You should definitely be going to an event on a monthly basis, like if not more. So get out there and network. Monthly email and text blast. You should have something that goes out every month to your database. And this needs to be like a market update, valuable information. Don't be boring. Be creative. Be fun. Be different. And send out that monthly email and text blast. And the text blast could, tell them to get back to their, direct them back to their email as well. And if they don't have the email, ask for it at that point. If you don't have your email, I'd love to send you the email instead of the text blast. Text blast is a little, condensed. The email is more robust, and it's got a lot of good information. So let me know if you want me to get you send this to your email, that kind of thing. So monthly text and email blast, get creative, market updates, value. What do you need this time of year? If it's summer, what are we doing? Opening pools, air conditions. Do we need a service? Winter, furnaces, fall, leaves, whatever. Every month, have a plan. What does that month mean from a seasonal standpoint? How are we bringing value to these people as we're going to be emailing and texting them to help them in their lives? That's what our business is about. It's about helping people, building relationships, and being a resource for them. So make sure that you are constantly following up with them in a nice, not abrasive, valuable way that they're going to appreciate it. If you were receiving it, what would you want to receive? Really think about it that way. So that's your monthly email and text blast. A lot of companies will do that for you. They'll send you a piece of information or something. I know our team does. It's up to you to send it, right? You got to implement. So every contact in your database should be on with an address. If you have an address for them, should be on a seller monthly market report. Okay. This is just an automated thing that goes out. Very valuable for someone. Make sure you let them know this isn't the value of their house, right? Because a lot of these things are going to be slightly off. So make sure, they kind of know that. Maybe you put it in your monthly newsletter. Hey, did you get my market report? If you have any questions with that, let me know. Those can be a little inaccurate. Sometimes they don't take into condition of the house, blah, 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 blah. They're pulled off a public record. So they're not always 100% accurate. But it's nice to give people a nice general overview. And a lot of them will give comps so like the value might be a little off, but like then they'll see a comp that they'll be like, oh, that house does look like mine, and that is a good price, and they're okay with that. So quarterly, let's get on to quarterly here. Quarterly mailers. On a quarterly basis, we should be giving some sort of mailer, some sort of postcard. Again, this is a money thing for a lot of people. So how can you do it cheap? I love Lifestyle Magazine. It's a great magazine for agents, and it's expensive, but it's $4. Like that's what it was anyway. It might have gone up a little bit, but $4 a head. So, but people really enjoy it. They liked getting it. I got a ton of great feedback when I used to send it out. So lifestyle magazine's an option. There's a bunch, a couple others, I think, that magazines that you can get. I don't know off the top of my head, but you can research. I'm sure there's others out there. And then do a postcard. Maybe it's a funny postcard. Maybe it's a valuable postcard. Maybe it's, a, an update on the market, whatever. Your quarterly should be a mailer, and you can do mailers every month too, but quarterly is usually more manageable for agents, especially ones with a budget, obviously. So quarterly mailer is something you want to do. You can do magnets, right? For, around here, it's New England Patriots, it's Red Sox, Celtics. So you can send out a quarterly magnet, or, twice a year when the season's starting, make sure they get it, a month or so, 2 weeks before the season starts. Magnets stay on the fridge, so that's a great thing that they're going to look at all the time. Or do something fun, cheap, and creative. I mean, just come up with a plan in order to implement these things. So one thing that you can do is pop buys, right? If you have anniversaries, birthdays, you can also start popping by. So that could be on your monthly task to do, is pop by. I mean, everyone gets Facebook messages for birthdays, and that's cool. I don't like to just post on timeline. I like to actually do a message, kind of craft it a little bit better, say hello, and just be a little bit different and stand out and make it more meaningful for somebody. Take some time with it. But pop buys would be another one you could do on a birthday. I mean, pop by someone's house on their birthday. See if you can catch them at home. Or even better, bring them out, right? Give them a little pop by gift, have a drink with them, whatever, celebrate. So pop buys you can do anytime. You can do them, pop buys are also for open houses that you're doing. You can knock neighborhood knock doors before the open house, do little pop by gifts. We have some in a Google document based on seasonalities. So like, for instance, hot cocoa for the winter, right? They get a little hot cocoa package, a little message, kind of cute with a bow. So there's a lot of different things that you can be doing with pop buys that are very cost effective. And you can do pop buys anytime, whether you just want to pick 3 people a week to go knock on their door and say, hey, how's it going? Just want to give you this, right? Or birthdays or anniversaries or whatever. So pop buys is a great one. Next thing you want to be doing, if you're not doing a call like 3 a day, like you divided your database up and you're like, I'm going to call 5 people from my database a day, then you want to do quarterly calls 4 times a year, right? And I think quarterly calls are aggressive. I don't see a lot of agents accomplishing that. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but a quarterly call is good. I think 2 times a year to pick up that phone and call your people and just say how they're doing, along with all the other stuff you're doing, is going to be good. So, and then yearly, simple. Okay. Yearly is just your holiday cards, your pies, whatever you want to do, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year, however you entangle all those. Do a yearly kind of nice splash for people with a nice holiday card or a big pie or turkeys or whatever you want to do. So that's the sphere of influence plan. Now, if you're digging this content, make sure that you like and subscribe. It's really important for me. I'm really trying to boost up the channel. And again, if you're struggling with something, comment on it. I'll do a video on it. I'll give you a call if you'd like me to call you. I'm happy to help you in any way I can to increase your business. So don't be shy. The 3 most important steps to making your database plan successful. Okay. 1, and these are really important. Have a plan. All right. Have a plan. If you don't write out this plan on what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, it's not going to happen. Set your goals to make sure that it happens. If you miss it, like a goal for the week or the month, that's okay. Get back up, pick up where you left off, double down, do whatever you got to do, or just keep going. But have a goal, write it down, and implement. Now, number 2, take action. If you're not going to take action, you're not going to get anything done. Something is better than nothing. So do something. Stop overthinking it. Stop making it perfect. And just get out there and do something. Action. It's so important to just take simple action on everything in real estate. It does not have to be complicated. Real estate's actually not complicated. It's very simple. But people make it complicated. And then the third thing is consistently be adding value to people's lives. All right. When we come from contribution, that's when we're going to win. if we can be valuable to people, that's when we're going to win. It doesn't have to always be about real estate. It can be about people, and that's where you're going to win. I know a couple agents in this local area that absolutely crush sphere of influence, their database, and they're awesome at it, and that's their whole business. Now, wouldn't it be nice to just have people call you, right, and sit down with people and hang out and get business from it? That's really what your past clients, your sphere of influence, your friends, your family, that's what it should be about. And those people are fun to work with too. You know, when you're providing value to people that you really care about, that's rewarding. So really think about that with your sphere of influence plan, implement it, get going, take action. Again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate it. Have a nice day.